Hello and welcome back to my channel. First off, my name is Layla. If you are new here, I make fashion and lifestyle content. If you are a returning subscriber, you know I love you. You're amazing. Thanks for being here. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and do so because it's free. So why not? Join my little internet fam here. Today is the long-awaited apartment tour. I feel like long-awaited on my end because I've just procrastinated so much on filming this. Mainly due to trying to have it the most clean ever, but this apartment is honestly so hard to like look clean because we live in an older home. It just doesn't always look perfect. We also just have so much crap, which I'm really excited about moving. If you are new here and you don't know, we are moving, so that's why I wanted to do this apartment tour. And we're just gonna get rid of so many things that we just do not need anymore. But today is the apartment tour of our current home. So the breakdown and some details. It is technically a 3-bedroom apartment. One of the rooms is like an attic, kind of lofty type space, and that's our living room. We have a deck, we have a little bit of a front entryway, and the hallway that's shared between the house, and one kitchen, one bathroom, and then 2 rooms. One of them is like my cloffice at the moment. I was lucky enough to have that space living in this house, but in our new house we're gonna have a conjoined kind of office situation, and then the other room is our bedroom. We live in proximity to like the downtown area, probably 20 to 25 minutes, but to the area that we like to hang out in, which is like the Ossington Dundas area. It's a little bit more of like, you know, your mid-20s to mid-30s, 40s kind of type of people hang out there for like great bars and great restaurants. We don't really hang out like downtown. I guess most people consider downtown Toronto like Yonge and Dundas, but that's not really our scene. So we're pretty close to where we like to hang out. We're very close to a lot of our friends, so we really love this neighborhood, and we are staying in the neighborhood. Yeah, because we love it. It's definitely become a little bit more expensive. Our new rent is quite a jump from what we pay now. We are what you call in Ontario, like people like to call it, grandfathered into a lease. So our lease has been passed down in this apartment specifically for a really long time, which is why we don't pay very much. Technically this apartment would probably, like based on what the market is right now, probably around the 22, 23 mark. Maybe even more if the landlords want to be butt heads, like they already have been by kicking us out to essentially run evict us, which we know is what they're doing. So yeah, although we're moving and we're sad to leave this place, we are really excited. Yes, we have to pay more, but the new apartment is a lot more airy and bright and just like a fresh kind of start together. I moved into this apartment with it being Tyler's apartment, so a lot of the things in the apartment are his. He's bought most of the furniture. I brought a couple of things. We bought a couple of things together, but the new apartment's going to be like ours. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because this intro is gonna be too long. I'm gonna take you downstairs to the entryway first and kind of show you around there. It's dark right now because our light is automatic with when it's dark, but it's considered bright right now, and then our light right here is out. So sorry that this is dark, but we painted this room bright yellow so it would brighten the space a little bit. We have a couple of art pieces in here just to make it feel a little bit more homey. We put a coat hook here because Tyler has so many jackets. Then we have some shoes, our little grocery cart, like mitts and gloves and travel bags and sports stuff. More shoes. We were gonna put up all that art before, never got to it because this wall is cement, so it was kind of complicated. So we left it, and I don't know if we're gonna bring it to the next place. Then we found this carpet at the church down the street. They were selling a bunch of stuff from the church, I guess, that they didn't need. And I bought it for $10, and I love it. And I have to find a carpet cleaner now because it's so gross from being like our shoe carpet. But I want to clean it and have it nice in the next apartment because it's like a nice little Persian rug that we scored for $10. This is where we keep our bikes. Tyler hangs his, and then I kind of scoot mine upside down here. And then we have a little closet here where Tyler keeps more of his coats. This man owns so many jackets, it's absolutely insane. And then a few more shoes and our baseball stuff because we play baseball. And then we have this cool little like evil looking tapestry, you know, skulls I think Tyler got while he was traveling. And then we go upstairs. So this is the front kind of landing area. We have a coat rack here. Again, it's mainly Tyler's coats. The man has an addiction to coats. It's one of the things that he has to downsize when we leave this apartment because we don't have a lot of coat space in the next place. This coat rack was actually here when we moved in, which was super decent. And then we just keep a bunch of shoes. We keep like our kind of day-to-day shoes there. And then Tyler put up all of these pennants. None of them, I would say like 99% of them don't actually have meaning. As in like he didn't collect them when he went there, although we do travel quite a bit and Tyler is quite the traveler. He's traveled to many, many places. But pennants are not exactly something he picked up along the way, but we did get a bunch of these at vintage stores. They roughly cost like $2 to $5, depending on, you know, how like cool they are. But yeah, this, I don't know, we're probably gonna have to sell these because it's not gonna fit with the new place per se. We don't have a ton of wall space like we do in this house. You'll notice that in this apartment we have a ton of like open wall space, so we filled it with a lot of art and like vintage stuff, but we don't have the same amount of space for the new place, so that will be interesting. We may have to sell stuff or just get creative. And then we have this really cool little like landing over the stairs. Here we got a horse's skull. And then this really crazy art print where they're like dogs eating a deer, like hunting dogs, getting a deer that like either was shot or they're just like eating it. I don't know, it's kind of dramatic. If you're a vegan or, you know, that upsets you, I'm sorry. But it's just vintage art and we thought it was interesting. Who knows? And then this tiny little hilarious rattan chair that we thought was just so funny. It was like $2 at Value Village and we couldn't not buy it because it was just hilarious. We're not having children ever, most likely, so it'll just be for the plants or maybe a dog in the future. And then we have a bunch of candles. We hung this little fake plant. You'll notice that in our house, all of our plants are faux, except for one in the bathroom because this house is dark. If you are not new here, then you know how much I say that. And then we put this old Ouija board, which people have always been kind of freaked out about, but we're really not that freaked out about it, so it's been fine. Then we have this piece of vintage art that we got, and this one that I can't remember if we got that one at a vintage store or the funeral home. There was an old funeral home here about 3 or 4 years ago, and they literally just put a bunch of stuff out on the street to get rid of, and they had like amazing art and like really cool stuff, so we snagged a couple of pieces of art from them. You will see that like kind of the running theme, because it was Tyler's place before I moved in. We were together, but it was his apartment. I lived elsewhere. It had like a foresty theme. Tyler loves like cabin theme and forest stuff and like country, like that's just his thing. He's always loved like themed rooms because his family, I guess, grew up with themed rooms. I don't know, this is what he says, what he tells me. So yeah, it's quite themed. I think our next apartment's just gonna be like clean, modern boho, like vintagey modern mix. Like a little bit more, less themed, more just like great furniture. Anyway, into the kitchen first. This would have been a bedroom in like a 3-bedroom house. But it is a kitchen because it's cut up into apartments. If you have been here before, you know how much I kind of complain about our kitchen. It is so small. Like that is how much counter space we have. It's a bit of a situation to deal with when you're cooking. A lot of the time I have to put everything here to cook. But yeah, we've obviously made it work. It's also quite dark. We only have the door to our deck that gives us any light in here. And the sun like rises and sets this way, so you don't really get like straight on light. So it's not always the brightest in this apartment, but we've obviously dealt with it. I'll run you through the kitchen. On this side, you obviously have our fridge. We love like a homey fridge. Like if you ever grew up as a kid with like tons of stuff all over it, you know, your paintings and report cards and stuff like that. So we just like to fill our fridge with lots of stuff. We always get magnets when we travel, so we have lots of those. We have lots of pictures because we don't really have like family photos up or anything like that, like where you typically would in a family home. So we have like just little photos on the fridge, and then we have really tiny counter space and our dishes that are always piled up. It's just a thing in our house. And then if you've ever watched my pantry organization, which I will link up here for you to watch, go ahead and see how I made use of our really small cupboard space during quarantine, realizing we had no room for anything. So for this apartment, we really needed obviously more storage, and we ended up buying this unit off of Wayfair when it was probably like pretty hefty quarantine lockdown time. We just needed something, like nothing could go anywhere. We were like stuck with all of this stuff, and our kitchen was super cluttered and there's just like nowhere to move. So we got this guy, and I'm really sad about it because I think it will fit in the next place, but it really doesn't fit the vibe of the kitchen, and I'm not entirely sure it's gonna fit, to be honest. I think it will be quite cluttered if we keep it, which is really frustrating because we haven't even owned it a year and then we were evicted. So we bought this piece specifically for this space. It like literally fit perfectly. We were so happy about it, and now it's a purchase that makes my heart hurt because it wasn't cheap and it sucks. But hopefully someone will buy it off of us, or we can use it in the next place. This little shelf has a funny story. These are crutches, and Tyler built a shelf out of it. So one night Tyler came home extremely drunko after work. I was at home in bed, and I just hear clunk, 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 clunk on the stairs, and I was like, what the f is going on? Didn't know it was him. And then he comes in the room with crutches and is like banging them around, being ridiculous. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Why do you have crutches? And he was like, I found them on the street and I carried them home, which was so stupid. So we had them in our house for like a week. It was so dumb. Like we work so much that like when we're working, we're so busy we don't even think about the stuff in our house. Hence buying this in quarantine and not before. But I was like, okay, so you're either throwing them away or we're doing a cool project. And I went on Pinterest and found this shelf, and then we built it. So the crutches are upside down, and the wood that we got, we just had like extra wood, and we just like made this little shelf, which was perfect because again, it was like another thing that like just fit perfectly in this kind of strange nook because the wall juts out a little bit here, if you can kind of see up there. So we had this like little inner nook thing, and it just like snuck right in. And we've like changed this over the years of like a spice rack to like a shoe rack at one point. I don't know, it's been a thing for a while. And then the top shelf was kind of like our catch-all area with like keys and whatever else that we need for when we're leaving the house. We have a lot of like vintage things on the wall that we're probably going to be selling most of it. So stay tuned on Bye Bye Goods Instagram if you would like to purchase anything. And then my beloved gas stove. We will not have a gas stove when we leave this place, which makes me sad because if you've ever had a gas stove, you know how great they are to cook with, although they are somewhat terrifying to own because the pilot light is always burning and it's just a bit nerve-wracking, and a gas line is just scary, but it's fine. On this wall, we have a map. Tyler actually has posted and pinned all the places that he's been. So this room kind of had like a world theme-ish. He also has those, which his sister brought back from India. We bought this lampshade at Value Village. We may take it, we'll probably take it with us. There was like a haggard chandelier when we moved in here. And then we also have all these like vintage cups along the top. We are vintage shoppers and we love to thrift. And we like to have cool, like kind of unique thrifty things in our house just because it's a little bit more interesting. And sometimes they have really cool stories. Let's move on to the bathroom. So we're in the bathroom now. You go from up the stairs to the landing, kitchen, and the bathroom is on the left. Our bathroom got renovated during quarantine. There was an emergency situation where one of the pipe burst or something downstairs, so they just ended up renovating everyone's bathrooms. They needed an update anyway. The bathtub was so disgusting before. Not that it's any better now, because whoever this guy was that renovated just didn't do the best job. He put the bathtub into this side. It used to be over here, and now I put it here with the window, and the window wasn't sealed and wasn't cleaned. So like the window had mold in it, obviously, because it's a bathroom and they didn't do a good job previously. So it doesn't help because the water obviously runs down and the caulking is like moldy, but whatever. We tried to keep it as clean as possible, but it's obviously impossible in a bathroom when bathrooms are wet. Anyway, we have a mirror here that was on our bedroom door before, but I put it here because I thought it was helpful for when we're like leaving the house. You can kind of see our outfit really quick, which is really handy. What else? What else is cool in here? Rated R. Oh my god. We have a Playboy puzzle that we got vintage and put it together, and then Tyler taped it and framed it. That will probably come with us for the next place. Another purchase specific to this bathroom is this little bamboo stool, which we love. It will definitely come with us with the next place. It'll definitely fit in the bathroom, and that's totally cool. And our next bathroom is actually entirely pink. You guys are gonna die. It's so cute. So yeah, it's gonna work out. Like the tiki kind of bamboo-y contrast with the pink, and like possibly some really cool wallpaper in the next place. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it will go fine. So thankfully, this piece that we bought specifically for this bathroom will fit in the next place. The reason we bought this is because our bathtub is just behind that, which I'll show you. So our bathtub is here, and when they renovated, they put the toilet in that corner. The silly thing is that you get in and the water like will come out here because you're opening the curtain where the actual shower is pouring out, because they put the toilet on the other side and there's only so much space to get in. So it's been interesting. And we normally would put like our laptop like on the toilet while you're like in the bath watching a show or something. So we bought that stool literally specifically dramatically just for our laptops, but it does come in handy for a lot of things. And we put our little towels in there, so it's cute. So this is the bathtub. The bathtub's great, very nice improvement to this apartment. The tiling is really nice. It's just funny because this bathroom is like really modern in comparison to the whole house, and like the bathroom used to look like the kitchen with the green tile. So now this is quite a contrast to what's going on, but it's nice, it's airy, it's bright now. The shower curtain is from H&M Home. All of our little like things we got when they renovated this bathroom were all H&M. We got H&M towels. This little teak ring is from Urban Outfitters, another like outrageously expensive buy that we bought specifically for the bathroom. It was like 40 bucks or something for a towel ring, but we could not find a towel ring that we liked anywhere. We really wanted to find one vintage, but just couldn't. We bought these shelves and installed them ourselves because they gave us minimal storage for when they renovated. We used to have a really big countertop beforehand, and then they gave us this like really shite small one. And then we have some cute little vintage stuff. We put a little bit of art and stuff up there. We put some old shelves that we had up. We were gonna add more to it, but we're leaving, so it doesn't matter anymore. Something that everyone should have in their bathroom is a tushy, Guys, tushies are amazing. You want to talk about clean bums? Here we are. But seriously, tushies are so dope. I was so not into a tushy at first. I was like, that is so weird. I don't know if I'm into the bidet situation, but like honestly, game changer. We got the regular one, so you can get like a regular, like no frills type of tushy, or you can get one that's like temperature, so you can do cold or hot water, like warm water. But I've heard that like the warm water one can burn your butt hole, and that doesn't sound fun. And honestly, like you get used to the cold water on your down stuff. But yeah, it's great. Highly recommend. Like, how are we not living with tushies everywhere? Everyone should have a tushy in their life. Pretty much. If you want to be clean, I mean. Another thing to mention is that I would never, ever buy a shag carpet again. They're gross. Shag carpets are like, they're not great. I don't know what I was thinking. Like Tyler and I both agreed. We're like, yes, love it, so cute. It's gonna fit perfectly in the space. And they're gross. Like they're a little bit of like a situation to clean. They get smelly because they're just, you know, hairy. It's like a hairy dog. So yeah, in the new place, we're gonna take this for now. But I'm definitely like planning to just get like a very basic rectangular bath mat and like a nice cute one. Originally we wanted to get like just a flat rectangular one, but it wouldn't fit in this strangely situated renovation that they did. So we had to get a circle one, and like this was the only one that we thought fit the vibe. But yeah, I don't recommend a shag carpet. They're not that great. Oh, and this is the only real plant that we have in the house. My friend Diana bought this plant for me probably 4 years ago. Oh, she gave it to me for my birthday in like a really cute hangy planter, which I think, yeah, it's still there. She bought it for me in this, and it was really small. And then I almost killed it by feeding it plant food, which was a really bad idea. And then I just chopped it off, put it in water, and now it's thriving again. So I didn't kill it forever. I just killed part of it. Obviously, if you are, you know, a follower of my channel, you've been here for a while, then you've seen this room so many times. I'm not going to go into like super detail of this room because you can watch the full makeover here in the corner. I will link it. I was lucky enough to have Alexandra Gator come over and redecorate this room. It was a total shit show before. We just had like random racks up and an old desk and just some old stuff. So yeah, Alex came over and renovated it for her channel, and it's been my pride and joy for so long now. But in the new place, we'll definitely be changing it up. I am selling the wardrobe because it's just not gonna fit, and there's a closet in the office that I will use, which is fine. I'm actually totally okay with it. It's time for change, and if I can just make some money off of that to buy a desk for the new place, excuse me, that'll be amazing. I've changed it up a little bit over the years, obviously, you know, gotten rid of a few things, bought some stuff, changed it up, what have you. So yeah, it's gone through the motions. We're definitely keeping most of the stuff. Like we're gonna keep the mirror, we're gonna keep the carpet, the chair. This chair is actually like a family chair for Tyler. It was from his godparents, and they passed away, so I'm pretty sure he wants to hang on to that. And no more shoe wall. Take it in while you can. Going, gone. But it's cool. I'm totally cool with it. I don't know if I'm keeping this Billy bookcase. I might sell this one and possibly switch it out because I want to do a DIY project. That'll be coming to the channel soon, so I'm not going to ruin anything. I think we're going to keep the curtains for now. They're pink, but I don't know where we're going to put them. Either in the office or possibly in the bedroom, just until we get new curtains, because currently there are blinds that we will not be bringing to the new place. And we need curtains in our bedroom, because duh. What else is cool in this room? I recently put up the hat wall. Hadn't really talked about that in a while. Hadn't really talked about that at all yet. This is another piece of art that we got from the funeral home that closed. I couldn't even believe they left that outside. Like, it's so cute. Just a little flower pot. I don't know if I've ever showed in here, but this is our utility closet and my winter coat closet. So Tyler has 1, 2, 3 winter coat sections, and I have this. So whenever you guys think I have a lot of clothes, don't even come for me. Tyler has just as much, if not more. I think I just have more shoes. But yeah, so my winter coats are in here. All of our tools and stuff, extra like toilet paper and Kleenex. Our towels are up there, painting stuff, our air conditioner, just things like that. Kind of live in this wonderfully closed doored section because I don't want to look at it. Let's move it along. Welcome to our bedroom. The bedroom in the new place is like way smaller, so it will be very interesting. Part of the reason I waited so long for this apartment tour was because our bedroom is just a bit of a mess. And honestly, it's just never stopping, so I'm just gonna film it. So this side of the room, we used to have a really huge black bear, which I will show you a photo of. And that lived on the wall for a really long time, and it was very cool, but we were over it and Tyler wanted to make some money, so he decided to sell it to some friends, and it looks amazing in their house. So there is a credenza that we got off of Facebook Marketplace. If you guys are ever looking for really cool furniture, I mean, it used to be like way more affordable, kind of like Value Village, where like prices used to be lower because people really didn't know what they were selling. Now people kind of know what they're selling. But anyway, this isn't like the most amazing piece of furniture. It's not entirely like teak or anything, so, or like walnut. It's not like an expensive piece. But it is a nice piece and it's in great condition. So Tyler's clothes live in there, some of them, and then some like bed sheets and stuff. Part of our room has turned into our candle store, or our like inventory pretty much. So all the candles that we make are up here, and then all the ones that are being sold are down there right now. And then this is my nightstand area. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace for $25. So this is my little, you know, nightstand area. The essentials, tissue, because we have nose issues, medication, that's about it. And then this is Tyler's side. He has like a billion massage things because he buys a massager for everything. He has like the Theragun one. He has some like a neck massager thing. He has an eye massager he just bought. He's obsessed with massage gadgets. It's like a thing that he does and purchases and whatever, it's his money. But anyway, they all live here. Then we have this little crate that we put up here, just a vintage crate. Our friend Kara made us that. Bone, sweet bone. It's funny and cute, we like it. Lots of antlers, as I mentioned before. Tyler had like a forest theme going on. Clearly. Hello. Tyler loves taxidermy, and I'm fine with it. And a lot of it is vintage. Then we have this little planter that we got from Tyler's grandma's, and it's faux. Duh, the fan is on. Sorry if it's loud. It's a heat wave in Toronto. And then I got this giant mirror for 100 bucks. It's like 6 feet tall from Walmart. Such a good buy. Definitely coming with us. And then on the floor, we have this very cool cowhide that Tyler brought from Peru. And we love it, and it's such a good little carpet, and I don't know where it's gonna live in the new place. Anyway, that's our bedroom. It's not entirely too exciting. It was dark green before and had lots more animals on the wall, but during quarantine we decided, or I decided, that it was time for a refresher and just to like brighten it up. This room felt so small and dark, and like I just wanted to sleep forever in like a depression cave before. So now I was happy to like paint it white and do everything, but now I'm sad because I would have rather left it green for the landlords to have to deal with painting it, but it's fine. We're moving along. Now, moving on. So that was middle room, my cloffice, and then our bedroom. Upstairs is our attic space, and this has been a really cool place for us because it's away from the neighbors. The neighbors can't really hear us upstairs. Like if we have a fight, we like literally go upstairs to like hash it out, and then no one can hear us scream at each other. Or like if we want to watch a movie late or have friends over late, because we obviously work late nights sometimes, or at least used to when Tyler was DJing, pre-pandemic vibes. We would have like friends over after for a drink and into the wee hours of the morning, and like if we're hanging out upstairs, then our neighbors could never hear us. So that's sad to not have that space when we leave, but it's fine. So this is a little corner of stuff that we have. I love this little like half moon little shelf that we found at Value Village, probably for $4. I think I'm gonna put it in our entryway in the new place and do like a catch-all or something, possibly like for keys and whatnot, but maybe something else. I don't know yet. And then we have another faux plant because duh, we like to have some foliage, but obviously it's not real. And then this shelf we got off of a friend. She was selling this, and we also had a little gold record player, but we sold that because we didn't need it anymore. We have this little Patsy Cline poster that our friend gave us, and we just popped in a frame. And then this really fun little mirror picture that we're definitely going to keep in the next place. We're not entirely sure of what our kind of like decor vibe is going to be, but we still like a lot of the things that we have, so we're going to try and keep them in the new place. I think something that's, sorry, our air conditioner's on, so if it's loud, it's not going off. It's too hot. Something that I noticed when people move is that they literally sell everything and like rebuy everything, and I don't think that that's very realistic, to be honest. Like I think most people buy furniture that like lasts forever. I'm just seeing it happen a lot in like the influencer world, where a lot of gals, because that's all I watch mainly, are women, are like repurchasing all of their furniture. And like if you have the means to, whatever, do what you want. And if you want to buy like something new or like sell something and buy something new, that's fine. That's like what we're doing. As long as we can sell something, then we can repurchase, because we need to bring money in obviously in order to do that. Obviously if you're like quite well off or you have the money to do so, then you know, go ahead and buy whatever you want to your heart's content. But I'm just saying that I don't think that that's like super realistic with a lot of people. I think a lot of people buy furniture and take it with them and use it forever until they either need to upgrade or they want to change it. I just find a lot of influencers like, well, I'm gonna restyle my whole apartment and get all new stuff, and I don't think that that's not very realistic in my opinion. Anyway, we have this fun little barrel that we put a fake plant in because duh. And we're going to definitely keep that barrel and put a real plant in it because we have lots of light in our new place. I'm gonna pop over here, and I think I might turn the air conditioner off briefly just for you. So again, I held off on showing you the apartment because I wanted it to get clean, but as we're going here and we have to move in literally 2 weeks, it's just not clean up here anymore, like whatsoever. And Tyler needs to get rid of a bunch of shit because the man needs to get his shit together, because we need to sell some stuff and get rid of it because we do not have as much space in the next place as we do now. What will be our living room in the new place is definitely, you know, a lot smaller. So anyway, this is our attic. Don't worry, I can fully stand. I was just bent over so my head didn't get cut off. This ugly ass chair is 100% going. Look at this. Barf. Ugh, it's like embarrassing to even show you that. We are keeping our couch for now. Our couch is quite a few years old, but it's still great. It's still really comfortable. It has like a storage piece in it, which I'll show you. Sorry, again, the mess is real. Like all of our boxes that we're collecting, we're ready to rumble here. But this part of the couch comes up, and all of our like board games and stuff are under there. It turns into a bed, which is what it is in right now because we like to pull it out and watch movies and be super comf. And we like having the couch bed because we have the option of like being able to have guests over and sleep over if they want to, our family from out of town or whatever. We have this coffee table that we got, I think, either at Value Village or on the side of the street, to be honest. I am not too sure, but it's definitely one of those. We also have this little table. Sorry, the lighting is really bad. Are you fucking kidding me? We also have this like little side table thing that has like a double layer situation. 2 chairs that you can hardly see are buried. They're like kind of matching, kind of not, over there behind this ugly chair that we've had forever. These chairs are definitely coming with us to the new place. I think we're gonna put them in our sunroom. So this is the main space taker upper, is Tyler's record collection. It is extreme. We are music lovers, but Tyler's like the music lover. He collects records like I collect shoes, so we're equal. He said he wants to figure out a new record setup in the new place because this is gonna look pretty clunky and big in the new spot, but we're gonna figure it out. Obviously we're taking it for now, and then we're gonna kind of figure out what we want to do at the new place. But yeah, we love it. I love the look of the records. I think it looks cool, but it could definitely use a little zhuzh. Then this is a little, you know, country vintage setup. Up here was supposed to be like a western feel. I think you're getting that vibe. We both decided when he moved in, because I was with him, we were dating, I just wasn't living here because it's fresh and early in the relationship. We both decided that orange paint would be a great idea up here because it is quite dark. You only get this window and it's on an angle, obviously. So it's not really bright up here. So we thought orange would be nice and it would like brighten up the space, and at night it kind of feels bright and airy as much as possible. And then there's some more vintagey country style art going on here. And then behind our box collection for moving is a mini fridge because Tyler just had it before, so he's like, why not keep it? And it helps us when we're sitting up here watching movies. We don't have to go all the way to the kitchen. We can just get drinks from there, which is cool because obviously our bar is here. But yeah, this is our little bar setup. It's on like a faux fireplace, which we're selling both of these because they will not fit in the new place whatsoever. Our printer is up here. That will be moving into the office when we get the new place, along with our candle shop from our bedroom. The really cool thing about this loft kind of attic space was that we have these are little doors. There's one there and there's one behind all this. They're really handy because they're like little storage closets. So all up in here is Tyler's camping gear, and then in the other one is basically just our Christmas decorations and a couple of things that we were selling. And then the other one is a bunch of random crap. I think that's it for up here. That's like kind of interesting. I still have a pregnancy pillow. Trying to sell that bad boy or give it away to someone. I don't know anyone that's pregnant anymore, but my friends bought me that when I broke my collarbone and they thought it would be a great idea. And it was really good. It kept me and Tyler separate in our bed so that he couldn't whack me in the middle of the night by accident. And it helped prop me up because I was sleeping really funny because everything hurt. But anywho, that's the upstairs living room. And then this is fun too. We put like a little country-esque tapestry. This is probably a bed skirt or like a curtain top decor thing, you know, and they like, it's like a curtain skirt almost, but it goes at the top. Oh, I forgot about these. We also have bull horns here. The last place to bring you out to is our deck. I'm not going to talk out there because it's weird. and it's quite windy actually, but we have this picnic bench that folds up into a bench and like folds down into a picnic bench. That was one of the best purchases from Wayfair ever. And then we made a built-in bench over there. We made that bench. And then, oh God, are you fucking kidding me? Ah! Raccoons. I'm not even gonna show you because it's fucking foul. But the raccoons, oh, I can't even go out there. Ew! Ew, get out! Get out! Ah! Ah! Raccoons have decided to poop on our back door. It's been a thing the entire time we've lived here, and it is so disgusting. And we have cleaned it so many times. I can't even count how many times. If we're not out there consistently, then they'll poo, and then like the neighbor's cats shit on top of it, and then another raccoon poops on top of it. Right now there's like, I swear to God, 5 different types of poo out there. It's disgusting. I can't even talk about it. I'm gonna gag. So I'm gonna show you from here. So that's our little bench that I was talking about. It's from Wayfair. I will link it below. We bought an umbrella last summer so that we could sit outside when it was locked down and you couldn't really like go anywhere, and it was just so hot. Our deck gets a lot of sun, so we bought an umbrella. My tip to you, whenever you buy an outdoor umbrella, don't buy black. We bought black because we thought it would like go with our stuff, but they bleach so bad in the sun. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but yeah, definitely buy like a tan or a white umbrella. Don't make the same mistake we did. We're gonna take that stuff with us because we have a shared backyard in our new place, and then decide what we want to do, either sell it or not. Like, we don't really know the situation. We're also allowed to bring our barbecue, which is great, so we're gonna bring that. And that's about it out there. Like, well, that is the apartment tour. I hope that that was interesting for you. Sorry for the way that it was filmed. It's just me here trying to film this for you. Tyler's not much into like the YouTube stuff, so yeah, had to do it on my own, and that's fine. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it was a little bit more awkward than I anticipated, but I hope that you got to see everything. A little bit of apartment tour inspo, a little bit of like decorating inspo, vintage stuff, and just an idea of what a apartment in a house kind of typically looks like. A lot of houses that are like broken up into apartments generally kind of just like look like this, like old hardwood floors, character. They always look a little bit dirty, but we prefer it that way. We like a little character. We like to feel like we're actually in a home. We're not really condo people. Tyler lived in a condo for a while, and like, yeah, it's just like not our style, you know? Clearly we like it weirder. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Again, I hope that this was filmed okay for you. I guess I'll find out when I edit it later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. And stay tuned for an empty apartment tour of our next place. That is definitely coming in the next few weeks. And then lots of apartment content, DIYs, room makeovers, how we're setting up, yada yada yada. There'll still be lots of like decor, homey type content. So if you like that stuff, subscribe down below, tell a friend. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!